Imagine waking up in a world where the line between what is real and what is digital has completely dissolved. You aren't wearing a bulky plastic box on your face anymore. You aren't tethered to a wall. Instead, you're wearing something that feels as natural as a pair of ski goggles, yet it holds the power of a high-end gaming PC. This isn't a scene from a sci-fi movie. This is the reality Meta is building right now. Welcome to the deep dive into Meta Quest 4. If you thought the Quest 2 was a breakthrough and the Quest 3 was a solid refinement, you need to clear your schedule. The Quest 4 isn't just an upgrade. It is the moment virtual and mixed reality finally stops being a hobby and starts being the way we live, work, and play. Today, we are going to peel back the layers of every leak, every patent, and every secret internal memo to understand why the Quest 4 is the most important piece of hardware Mark Zuckerberg has ever greenlit. For years, the VR industry has been fighting three major enemies: friction, fatigue, and the screen door. Friction is the pain of setting it up. Fatigue is the weight on your neck. And the screen door is that annoying grid of pixels that reminds you you're looking at a screen. With the Quest 4, Meta isn't just fighting these enemies, they are ending the war. Let's talk about the heart of this beast, silicon. We are looking at the jump to the Snapdragon XR3 Gen 3. But don't let the name fool you. This isn't just a slightly faster chip. This is a 4-nanometer architectural shift that introduces a dedicated neural processing unit, or NPU, designed specifically for Meta AI. In 2026, AI is no longer a chat box in your browser. It's the engine that runs your reality. The Quest 4's AI will handle scene understanding in real time. This means the headset doesn't just see your room, it understands it. It knows the difference between your couch and your cat. It knows where your coffee cup is while you're mid-game in a digital dungeon. But why does that matter to you, the user? It matters because of pass-through. We've seen the graininess of the Quest 3. It was good, but it wasn't real. The Quest 4 is targeting 4K per eye Micro-OLED displays. We are moving away from LCD entirely. We're talking about infinite contrast ratios, deep blacks that actually look like shadows, and colors so vibrant they make the physical world look dull. When you flip to pass-through mode on the Quest 4, the latency is predicted to be under 10 milliseconds. That's faster than your brain can process. You will forget you are looking through cameras. You will feel like you are looking through glass. And that brings us to the design. Codenamed Griffin and Pismo, the Quest 4 lineup is rumored to split into two distinct paths. One for the everyday gamer, and one for the pro consumer who wants it all. The Pismo High model, the one we are all waiting for, is expected to feature a radically slimmed-down form factor. By moving the battery to the back of the strap, or even offering a pocket-tethered option, Meta has finally addressed the brick-on-the-face problem. This is a headset you can wear for a 4-hour movie or a full workday without needing a neck massage afterward. Now, let's talk about the feature that will change social interaction forever: eye and face tracking. For the first time in a consumer-priced headset, your digital avatar won't look like a dead-eyed puppet. If you smile, your avatar smiles. If you wink, your avatar winks. But the real magic is foveated rendering. Because the Quest 4 knows exactly where your pupils are looking, it only renders the tiny spot you're focused on in full 4K resolution. Everything else in your peripheral vision stays at a lower resolution. This trick allows a mobile chip to produce graphics that rival a PlayStation 5.